man, they're the worst narcissists of all. Let me tell you why. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, my TikTok family. It wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be possible. Look, I told y'all I was gonna be back. I planned on doing something else, but it messed around and got dark on me quicker than I thought. So we'll work on that next time. But I'm trying different formats. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a landscape type of video setup. But listen, let's talk about this influencer narcissist. Now, I know a lot of you guys that's in the soul tribe, you might not be a content creator creating content on a regular basis, but we're all posting content, so don't act like you're not posting content, right? I'm talking about the women that stay online all the time. I mean, the ones that watch their favorite content creators, the ones that watch the most hated content creator. I'm talking about the content creators that really believe that their socially constructed following online means something. Yes, I'm talking about these females. Vindictive weirdos that don't know you, that will, find you and start projecting onto you. Then, luckily God put me in the spiritual community. And while I was in the spiritual community, I noticed that they had this thing called destiny swapping. Now, cornballs get together and start trying to think, and it's the kind of stuff they come up with. Now, these idiots think that they have the ability to swap destinies with someone just by mimicking them and studying them and staring at them. These are very low IQ individuals. They believe in sorcery and witchcraft and things of that nature, of the devil. So you shouldn't expect for them to be a high-level thinker in the first place. That being said, now an average vindictive, toxic woman is pretty bad. But imagine one that believes that she can cast spells and steal your destiny. You got yourself a super weirdo. Now, the reason why I left the spirit with, I'm like, I'm more aligned with the people that are the religion and the religions that have waged war and slaughtered people, So because a lot of these so-called spiritual people are really ruining the name. And that's why I got to get out here and make sure that I represent properly. All this, sorcery stuff, that's for the birds. Understand something. They can't do nothing to you when you're a child of God, And the only way that they could do something to you, is it's all mental warfare. So I got a spiritual channel. I'm going to start showing you guys how these readers and these fake spiritualists project onto their subscribers, and they repeat certain things, and they're trying to get in your subconscious mind, trying to put root work on you, right? Now, I never knew what this stuff was, but I could tell when someone, trying to get into my mind, man, you're gonna get yourself in a mental trap. So every time they try to do these things to me, I automatically could detect it, just like seeing a narc a mile away. You think that I can't detect you trying to move spiritually when I'm this powerful in this realm? Man, listen, my soul will detect that wicked ass shit, and I won't even have to look over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? See, these goofballs, some people that aren't tapped in just laugh at like, oh, these people that be tapping in with their ancestors. My ancestors don't play about me, and if you want to find out the hard way, you can find out the hard way. Doing stuff like that, where you're trying to spiritually attack someone that's doing nothing but God's work, and this person is spiritually anointed, it's not a good idea. It's really not. But again, we're talking about low IQs. We're talking about people that just don't understand when they need to keep trucking it along. So these females, they get their egos hurt when they realize that them putting papers and candles and burning stuff and charging things in the moonlight while their period is going on doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do nothing. Guess the reason why it doesn't do anything? See, they're relying on someone to continuously watch their BS content to get into your subconscious. But if you don't watch their BS content, then there's no access, period, point blank. But you can't tell these idiots that, because these are the kind of females that believe that if they're having a wet dream about you, then you're dreaming about them. No, fool. You are obsessing over me. I don't even know what you look like. Don't even know what these women are, who these women are, until they pop up in my feed and I start listening to their content a little bit. I'm like, this weirdo's over here. Really, I mean, listen, whatever you're doing right now, whether you're online or you're a manager at a job or whatever, if you're a Sigma, you're doing something big. And the women around you that's hovering around you that you think are kind of, sort of, your gut instinct is right, man. They're talking about you. It's about you, man. Women don't hover around guys. If that was the case, there wouldn't be the high rate of men that have barely been with women. It wouldn't be 10% of guys. If women are hovering around you, there's a reason for it. If they're hovering around you, critiquing you through their BS content, there's a reason for it. They like what they see, but they have not been raised properly. They don't know how to conduct themselves as ladies, so they attack the kind of guys that they like and project onto them. I mean, that's not my problem. I'm not into any of them on that kind of level to care. So, you know, when these content creator influencers or whatever decide to, listen, people have this thing when they're content creators where, you know, you guys don't know about it. They kind of be sending shots at each other through their videos. I'm just going to be real with you. They do this stuff. They send shots at each other, subliminal shots. You know, sometimes it's not so subliminal, but, you know, they make videos while, you know what I'm saying, talking junk about a content creator that they watched content, right? So I pick up on these things and I see these soft jabs, you know, but when I see women doing it, I know, and they're somewhat attractive women. So if I see attractive women doing this, they're not going to waste their time on some bum or whatever guy that they're trying to claim. No, they like what they see. But again, they're putting me on a pedestal because they're too intimidated to approach me or anything of that nature. So they're going to sit there and justify not approaching me by these little weird ass, you know, little nitpicky things that they come up with that they wouldn't be able to do with the regular guy that they're meeting in person anyway, because that guy would, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't even own up. He wouldn't be able to measure up to all these critiques. So again, man, look, this is mainly out to the gentleman out here that's making content, and, you know, you have something pop up in your feed, or, you know, some chick that supposedly, and you know we're not friends on here anyway, but, you know, if someone adds you, you don't think that they're adding you to do, you know what I'm saying, some op on you or some counter content, but you come to find out a lot of these women do that kind of stuff, and you start putting this stuff together. And see, this is how I come up with, like, I know that women just want to argue with men, use men, and then try to get online and gaslight the dating situation because of the way that women move towards me where I'm minding my business, and they keep finding their way to me, keep making counter content based off of what I do. You know, women just don't know how to talk to men anymore. They don't know how to approach or engage with men anymore. And really, if a man's not being submissive and just letting them say and do whatever, then they will attack that guy, even if it's the kind of guy they like. So you can't really go off of anything that they do. The only thing that you can do is watch how they move, adjust accordingly, and stay on your purpose. If you're out there dating right now, you're doing it at your own risk. I keep telling you guys this because a lot of women, especially if you're on your purpose, some of them will go out there and try to mess you up and get in your head just to do it because you're so focused on your purpose, and they take it as a personal offense that you won't give them that energy. They're really strange right now, man. And they don't understand why we're walking away from them. Well, you know, they keep claiming it's 2023 and things have changed, but they still want men to approach them. How is that possible? Every guy that's approached has been made into a clown or some meme or whatever. So why wouldn't they just approach men? If it's equal rights or whatever, why not approach? Because they really don't want to approach. They're too, you know what I'm saying, ego driven and too intimidated to do it. You know, they're too scared to do it. But what do? They'll project onto us and call us cowards. How are we cowards and we're not even paying you no attention? I watched a video where a woman was talking about how, you know, guys, y'all should be able to notice if I look at you and then I double back and look at you, that means, what are you talking about? You're talking code bird language. We don't know what that means. All this bird language for us to just be, you know what I'm saying, be in sniffing range of you, you know what I'm saying, and you might act up even still. It's crazy as hell. As soon as you approach, she thinks about the men. Yeah, man, I'm just telling you that anything that she can't have, she right, anything she can't have. The first thing she's thinking about as soon as you do is, man, that guy over there that just walked by me. But they want you to approach. You wanna know why? Because women have found a way to get off and harvest energy off of men, random men, through the way that we've been taught in society to stay slaves to them. Approach them, go to clubs, buy them drinks, all this crazy stuff they're talking online or whatever. No man in his right mind doing any of this stuff. Then when you don't do it, oh, you're a brokey and you're broken and you ain't got money and you're cheap and whatever I am, I'm not with you. Whatever I am ain't got nothing to do with you. But you know, if you're not like tapped in and you're not outside the matrix, you wouldn't see that. You would just get in your emotions in the moment and allow them to gaslight you. But when you're like tapped in like me, you're like, lady, I don't care what you think. Who's over here gaslighting who? Wait, get up out of here. It doesn't matter. Hey, listen, if you can do so great, don't worry about me. I'm doing just fine. I'm not the one going to someone's content and running off at the mouth and getting triggered, or, you know what I'm saying? Making counter content that doesn't really have a purpose. These women will make counter content to the content I make, and it's just them being triggered, but they're not trying to make a movement or trying to get other women to realize something. They're just being triggered and making one-offs. You know what I'm saying? All of my content goes towards the same purpose, trying to get men to realize, hey, listen, it's a self-improvement movement going on, the men's self-improvement movement, and we want that self-improvement movement to be respected. Say that 5 times fast. You know what I'm saying? If you're really part of the movement, self-improvement movement, you know? So I want men to just realize that, hey, you're important. Everything that you do is important. It doesn't matter what your job is. If you're taking care of your bills and your family's safe and your kids are safe and taken care of, who cares what these women say? Because society is set up for them to complain and complain and complain. And you know what I'm saying? It's a bottomless pit. It's always, you need to do better with these women, and the standards for them are getting crazy high. Like, you can't even just be 6 foot no more. They want you to be like 6'2" or something. You know, you can't just make 100,000. You can make like 150, 200K. You know? So it's look, we gotta get some control back with this, and that's what we're doing right now. And you know, whenever I get on here and I'm saying whatever I'm saying, I'm gathering information to help men out. When they get online, they just get upset because a handsome guy isn't talking about woman is God, and you know, I take whatever, you know, hairy monkey they want to give to me, you know what I'm saying, and I deal with the pH balance being off, and I still let her sit on my face. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They have no standards. They're allowing themselves to not only not have standards, but to get online and brag about it. When you see a video of a woman that has the gall enough to say that she don't wash her lower half of her body, that is ridiculous. When you have a woman getting online saying that it's just gonna stink sometimes, that is ridiculous. Absolutely not. You know, when you have these different women that get on here with these different wigs, you know, getting them snatched off or going for runs with these wigs, what does it smell like underneath that wig? That's what I want to know. What does that wig head smell like? Because I'll tell you what, I mess around, that thing come off in the middle of the night and I roll over and I smell some funky ass head, I'm not going to be able to forget that. I'm not. We're not talking about these things. We're not talking about women that have blemishes all over their face and then covered up with makeup and put filters on online, and then they catfish you, and you mess around and you wake up the next day after the sun's come up and you look at this woman and she got leprosy or something. Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Just playing around with us like it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is still abuse. You know, they can just get away with it, you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of the matrix. So of course, men like us, we're a threat. We don't allow the matrix to let them gaslight and triangulate us. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's set up for them anyway. That's why they talk crazy like they do without any facts. And whenever you try to call them out, they start crying or something. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys hitting the like button and sharing the live. Absolutely. So gentlemen, right now, I know the winter's getting here. Just hit that gym harder, man. Like, get your home workout. I'm gonna start posting up my workouts from TikTok over here. I just hate doing it without music, but I'm gonna do that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? To keep you motivated, because we need to continue what we're doing, putting that heavy pressure on these females that are narcissists out here thinking that they can just sling the cooch to whoever, let us smell it a little bit, and we just do whatever they want. No, we're done with that, man. We're not doing any of that simping stuff anymore. Listen, we want our respect. And if they don't want to give it to us, doggone, we're going to take it. I'm a general out here on the battlefield. On King David, I'm not even playing. You know I wouldn't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? On King David, I would not lie to you. Listen, y'all. We're getting somewhere here. You know, if we can apply the pressure through the end of the year, we might have some women wanting to come to the table with some reasonable, not demands, but compromises. And the body count is going to have to be first and foremost. Now, listen, I understand some of y'all are going to take some scraps and they're going to come like, oh, this, please, you know what I'm saying? Come on, please, yeah. And then she's going to start talking about what she's going to do to the eggplant with both hands, you know, including the balls, and you're going to break. A lot of you, though, you're going to maintain your masculine frame, and these women are going to go through the winter into the new year, lonely, single, hot boxes, full of hair and stanking. I'm just not saying, not all, man. I'm pretty sure some will maintain, but a lot of them won't. If they're not getting none, they're not going to be over there shaving or trimming or getting anything waxed. You know what I mean? So it's just going to be a hairy winter. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be, hey, look, it's going to be a fuzzy winter, okay? It's going to be a furry winter. You know what I mean? You know, y'all can, the money that the women are going to save on getting their bikini area waxed and, you know, shaved, you know, they should be thanking us on the razors and the bikini wax, because it's going to be a long winter, man. It's going to be, guys are thinking like me. They're just like, why in the world am I putting all this? Women are telling us we should be glad that they're doing their makeup, getting their hair done, buying an outfit, and washing their ass. They're telling us that we should be glad. You're going to do that anyway. That's just like telling us, that's just like us saying, hey, look, you should be glad that we're working out, looking chiseled, making sure that we keep our beards lined up, fresh outfits. I don't know what ahead and do it. I'm having connection issues. So, oh, we got one that ran off as soon as I hit the like button. Of course, listen, y'all. You can come over here and try to hate and cause disconnection issues. It doesn't matter. The message is still getting out. And, you know, I have so much going on my channels and my videos are blowing up. Everyone is doing everything I ask. What time we got going on? 18 minutes. I got a couple minutes left. So I want to make sure I spend the rest of the time, you know, hey, listen, you guys, the non-haters that don't try to come over here and be goofy, as if it means anything anymore. I have some content coming where they can't even do that, you know, interrupt the live by disconnecting it or whatever. I have a way to, you know, go live outside now without having to worry about that. So that's coming soon. Hey, look, you guys, I appreciate all the support. No matter how much the haters have tried to hate, you guys are elevating the channel, and all I have to do is post content. I will get better about posting up times. I will start posting up when the times will be that the lives will be going on. I'm going to start posting up some pre-recorded videos more. I got some really dope regiment type of members only videos coming. So I'm gonna talk about what I do for my skincare, my workouts, my intermittent fasting, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna talk about that kind of stuff in the video, but that's gonna be members only, behind the scenes, and you know, just some real talk, you know what I'm saying, man talk type of stuff that I really can't get away with saying on here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I appreciate everybody showing up, to include the haters, to include the ones that tried to interrupt the video. Again, I done got the whole video finished, but you know, I get you on attention, and I guess you feel like I'm the guy to give it to you. Well, just show up and try to sit in the back and don't interrupt, because there's people here that really want to get some of this great content and feel good, and it's not always about you, okay? So think about that. Be a little bit less selfish next time. But I know you have no sense, so I can't really tell you what to do. Just make recommendations. But to all my subscribers that are really here to support, that are doing the damn thing, that sharing the lives, sharing the live to Facebook, liking the videos, and we're chopping it up in the comments. Even having some women, some ladies showing up in the comments, supporting, showing the love. That's why I'm trying to make sure I keep a distinction about ladies, women, and females, because I don't want the ladies to think I'm talking about them. There's definitely a difference, right? And that's the reason why you're over here, because you know a few females like the ones that I speak of, but I'm never talking about ladies, because ladies are not females. They carry themselves like ladies. They don't get triggered by just anybody and anything. And you know, they're looking for the leadership of a man. They're not trying to go against it for whatever, right? And control men. So I appreciate all the ladies that show up and show out. Gentlemen, I appreciate chopping up with you guys in the comments. Reggie, I appreciate you showing up in the comments, getting caught up on all the comments. The channel's growing, and we're not going to stop or slow down, okay? We're only going to get bigger and better. That being said, I appreciate y'all. And remember, you're my brother, and I love you.